Hello folks, Thomas Benjamin Wild Esquire here, back with another episode of Should I Can I Cover It? The series where I like to ask the question, just because I can cover a song, does it mean I should? This is an exercise not just in finding songs to play on YouTube, although it is that, but also a discussion of the songs and the lyrics themselves. If that's the kind of thing that you're interested in seeing more of, make sure you comment, like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Song suggestions are made exclusively through my Patreon community. More information about how you can come and join us and make a song suggestion can be found in the description below. Now that all of that's out of the way, let's get on with it. Should I, can I cover it? So today's song is a song from 1978 that I know very well actually, and I used to sing in various bands when I was younger. It's a song called Ever Fallen in Love by the band the Buzzcocks. Now, back in my teenage years, I was a big fan of punk music, surprisingly. And I actually did go and see the Buzzcocks play live. They supported the Sex Pistols in Finsbury Park back in 1996. And I remember going along to that as one of the first big proper outdoor gigs I ever went to. Had my hair freshly dyed. So the lineup was amazing at that. You had the Sex Pistols, obviously, the Buzzcocks, Stiff Little Fingers, Skunk Anansie. You also had Iggy Pop. So absolute heroes. A lot of the people performing there, as well as some of the more contemporary bands of the time, punk bands like Three Colours Red and Gold Blade. And it was great. So I saw the Buzzcocks play, and did actually see them play this song. And it's, as I mentioned before, it is a song that I've played in various bands. So I know it quite well. With that in mind, we're going to read through the lyrics and have a quick discussion of that in a dramatic read through. You spurn my natural emotions. You make me feel like dirt and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I run the risk of losing you and that's worse. So, as we can see already, a bit of a toxic relationship we're talking about there. Spurning their natural emotions and making someone feel like dirt. And this whole thing, actually, if they do complain about it, then they risk losing the person that they're in love with. Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love? In love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? I think lots of us can relate to that to varying degrees. I can't see much of a future unless we find out what's to blame. What a shame. And we won't be together much longer unless we realise that we are the same. So not being able to see a future with somebody because we can't talk to each other and discuss what actually is the cause of the relationship problems there. And actually there's the potential that you're not going to end up together for very long because you can't come to agreement. You can't realise that you're the same as each other and that you're both equally responsible for the problems that you're having. Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? So there we go. You disturb my natural emotions. You make me feel like dirt and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I'll only end up losing you and that's worse. And then it just goes on repeating that. So this is a song very much about toxic relationships and not being able to discuss things with people through fear of them walking away or breaking up or whatever. So yeah, I think it definitely things that we can relate to. Perhaps not having certain difficult discussions through fear of what that will mean for a relationship. So yes, that's the lyrics. So let's see what the song sounds like and see what we can make of that. Oh, this is another complicated bit in this as well, though. Yeah, so that's going to be the challenge that I have in this, is actually playing that riff while I'm singing. Someone ever fallen in love with someone ever fallen in love. Yeah, so I'm going to pause that for a second. So you've got the riff there that's really important to that. And it's something that I have been practicing a little bit as well. I must admit it, because I didn't want to mess this up while I was trying to play it. If I start a commotion, I'll only end up losing you, and that's worse. So yeah, so there's also the mid section of this song, which is really important, where that riff is played over and over and over again, which is the thing that's been absolutely wrecking my hands while I've been trying to learn it. And then also, I have to play this song all the way to the end because it's got an iconic ending to it. It changes key at the end, in an utterly brilliant way, and I can't not play that because I think it's so important for the song. And the riff is also vital to the song. So I have to try and work out basically the ending and the riff. So I have to get those right. Otherwise, I think it would be a bit of a fail. I think I've heard enough. I think I'm going to try and give it a go. So I'm playing this down a key, because I find the original key a little bit high for my vocal range. So I'm just taking it down a semitone. And so we get... And then... Oh God, I've got to get that right. There we go. That's the complicated bit. That's the hard bit. So we get, you spurn my natural emotions and make me feel like dirt, and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I'll only end up run the risk of losing you, and that's worse. Yeah, so what might happen on the video of this, I might edit it in a way where I can put the riff over when I get it right. So that's the verse. And then the chorus is, ever fall in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with. Yeah, so we get falling fall in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with. Is it easy to play like that? I think probably easier. Fall in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with. I can't see much of the future unless we find out what's to blame. What a shame. There we go. I think I've got that. I don't want to play it too many times because it's absolutely killing my hand. And the more often I practice it and try and play it, the worse it gets. So I think I've just got that down. I think it works quite nicely on the uke as well, providing I can keep that pace going. And then the end, the important bit is it? Well, you get the... That's what I always get wrong. Falling in love with. Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? That is an iconic ending, so I've got to try and get that. I've got to try and get that right in the song when I actually play it through. Okay. We're going to try and play this now. Oh, I'm going to try and play this now. Let's give it a go. Let's do a playthrough. You spell my natural emotions. You make me feel undone and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I run the risk of losing you, and that's worse. Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? I can't see much of the future unless we find out what's to blame. What a shame. Together much longer unless we realize that we are the same. Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? Disturb my natural emotions. You make me feel undone and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I run the risk of losing you, and that's worse. Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? Someone ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? Fallen in love with. Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have fallen in love with? So thanks for that, Rebecca. An interesting one there. You may have noticed all the cuts I had to make in the video to actually get that right. The Buzzcocks. Classic song there. Hopefully I did it justice. If not, apologies to any punk fans out there. But that's my attempt. I did mention before that it's not about doing stuff well. It's about doing it quickly. Ever Fallen in Love by the Buzzcocks. Can I cover it? Just about. Should I cover it? Potentially. I mean, I think that could work quite nicely on a ukulele. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. I know it wasn't perfect, but it's a start. So thanks for watching this far. If you've enjoyed the video, if you've got any interesting song facts that you'd like to share, make sure you let me know in the comments. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the notifications button to make sure that you don't miss out on any videos in the future. To find out more about how you can join the Patreon community and suggest songs to me, follow the link in the description. For now though, stay safe, and until next time, toodle pip. Should I, can I cover it?